Hi everybody, welcome to my new tutorial. This is about gel maintenance and troubleshooting when you come across a bit of lifting, like you can see on my middle finger here. My nails were previously really quite long and I've taken them down by at least ½ an inch. I've taken away the extension edge purely because I've got to get on and do some massage and some facial treatment, so they needed to be down. So I've left the middle finger to show you because there was just a little bit of lifting around the edge, and as you can see I've just used a black marker to show you the line where the lifting is. Below the line, which I've just pointed out, is the area that you file on. Filing above that line towards the cuticle will mean that you might push the lifting back down to the free edge, and that's what you don't want because you're fighting and you're chasing that lifting all the way down. You want to make sure that you get right. You don't want to be filing any of that black line away. So I'm going to be using an e-file to take some of the bulk away. I've chosen to use a safety bit, and as you can see I've got it at a kind of a low shallow angle, about 20 degrees, and I'm just using the top third of the drill bit to just file in at that angle, and I'm looking to keep below the black line so that I don't actually file on any of the lifting bit. I'm filing just below it. Now you can use a regular file. Obviously if you're not happy using an e-file, you can use 150 grit, 180 grit, depending on how comfortable you feel about that, just to get the bulk down and work in short sweeping motions with your file, as well as the e-file as well. I'm just using this with a little bit of speed. I do like to just take the bulk down with that, but when I feel like I'm getting near to the nail bed or the nail plate, I then stop. You can kind of see, a change in the acrylic, and it goes slightly darker, so you know you're nearly there, and then I'll use it as a little file to then file the rest away. So I've just sped this up a bit. So there's still some of that black line left, so you can see I haven't taken the file anywhere near that natural nail. So I'm using, actually this is a 100 grit actually on this magnetic file, and finishing off with the 180 grit just to smooth over any last little bits on the acrylic. Trying very hard not to file on the natural nail. The angle needs to be really quite shallow, 20 to 30 degrees. Then go in and just remove the shine on the new growth, and all I do here is just concentrate on the side walls and the lateral sides to make sure that they're nicely lined in, and I don't worry about taking down any more of that thickness or getting too much of the shape in just yet. So at the end of the tip of the nail is really thick, but I can do all of that when I've put the gel on, just to help with my time. I also put on Protein Bond by Young. Brilliant primer. It was actually not a primer, but it's a great product to put on to help your gels or your acrylics stick. So once that's had time to settle into the nail, I'm then going on with a base coat. So you can see there's still quite a lot left there, and there's little bits of gel still left further up which hadn't lifted, which I've left them there because there's no point filing those away when we're using a cover gel, which is what this is. This is Cover Pink by Young, and just push up to the cuticle from sidewall to sidewall and swing from one side to the other. Light floating motions. I'm tapering off the gel so there's not too much waste of product. Just remember, I'm going to file that in and make that nice and smooth. So when it comes to refills, it's just best to deal with any bits that are lifting, apply your product, and then do your finishing off. Helps with your speed. So it's set for 2 minutes underneath the ultraviolet light, wipe off the inhibition layer, and then I'm going over with my e-file just to, there's not too much to actually take off to be honest, but I'm just smoothing down just the upper arch of the nail, keeping a little bit of an apex there. It's not too prominent, but the apex is still in the back third of the nail, and this is when you can really get in there now and get that thickness at the edge right down. There you can see, because if you would spend time at the beginning getting that free edge down before you applied your product, you're then going to go back over it again anyway, so you might as well just do it once. Refine with your file up to 180 grit I've got here, then I'll go over with a white buffer just to refine, remove any big scratches. Then it's going to be wiped clean with some swipe or scrub fresh and now as you can see I've put the top layer of top gel on and it's been set and I'm ready to go. So really quite quick. And just remember, you don't have to draw that black line on your client, but it gives you an idea of where you should be filing and where you shouldn't be filing. I hope you found that helpful. Look out for more videos coming soon, hints and tips to help troubleshoot any problems that you might have. Thank you for watching.